good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this wonderful world of ours. Welcome back to World of Warships Legends. For those that are new, welcome to the Big Easy channel, and for those that have
Support the allied
been
target.
watching me for a little bit, welcome back. So, anyways, anybody that may have paid attention and they're out there, I tried doing a couple live streams yesterday, actually one, but I got caught off by YouTube in the middle of it. But anyways, I decided to live stream. I had my mic with me, but I did not have it on. I had it muted just because it is kind of a test, and it is kind of first or second time I've done it. So, anyways, as you can tell from the live stream titles, I was working on the campaign to finish it up, which I did, kind of in the middle of it, and then I was also working on the other three epic mods I still need. I have the one grinded out that for the destroyer, and then I have the one grinded out for the cruiser. So I decided yesterday to take the time and work on the plotting room and the secondaries. So, anyways, I decided to take Kansas out. And here we are. We got a broadside Bismarck. So I was like, well, he's a long distance away. Now's a good time to take a shot on the Bismarck and see if we can get some plunging fire into him and get a decent shot. So no Citadel, but we did hit him for 9,000 there, so not too bad. And then we're gonna try again with the rear guns. So, anyways, I haven't really played this ship much.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
I very little time on it actually, but since it's buff, during this gameplay, I was like, well, why not take it out, give it a try. I've been out there, I've gotten smacked pretty hard by Kansas's, so why not give it a shot? So here we are. We already got a couple of good hits. We're already up to 20,000 K. And anybody's played the Kansas or is aware of the Kansas, it hits really hard, 16-inch guns, but it's big and it doesn't move very much. So the best thing to do with the Kansas is, you can see here, since we started out in the center spawn, is just sit here in the center, because we just can't maneuver that much. So here we are. We got a Palmer in here. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot, kind of similar like the Bismarck. Pretty good range. Maybe we can get some plunging fire and smack them pretty good. So anyways, we hit them there. 4 pens, not too bad. So I mean, basically here we are. We're just going to sit here in the middle of the map, and try and get a lot of these players out there. Take advantage of any crossfires. Take advantage of any broadsides, and see if we can deter the red team from pushing. Hopefully, right now, B and A. So very aware we've got a destroyer out there. Obviously, I'm not pushing too much because of the destroyer situation and not having the mobility. But anyways, we're going to take another shot at that Iowa, which looks like it's going to die anyways. And instead, because I thought that I was going to die, I tried to redirect my shot at the destroyers. Just keep in mind, battleship players, you can shoot at destroyers. But actually, I can't say much because when I play destroyer, I've noticed a lot more battleship players shooting at me. But then again, I'm going to go back to what I normally say, and with these 5 battleships per game, especially now with these mods, a lot more battleships, they don't have a whole lot of targets to shoot at anyways. So anyways, I'll give it up to this Musashi. I'm not going to say he's in the back of the map. Obviously, he spawned in the center, but as you can tell, he took a large amount of HP off my ship. He just chunked me again, and he's in good position. And obviously, I didn't really realize he was there when I kind of pulled out, and he took quite a bit of our health. So this Musashi player, yeah, he's kind of playing in the back, but at the same time, he's a real good deterrent for basically me and these other battleships to really push any more forward into B. So as you can see there, I just lost my engine. I just got trashed again. So that Musashi player essentially is playing very well, even though he's closer to the back of the map. But it is working for him. So anyways, I'm just going to back up here. Now, normally I don't use will to rebuild, but I decided, since I tried doing these epic mods, to go ahead and stick it back on. Normally I do fight fire with fire because technically I can't stand will to rebuild. It's broken. But I will admit, it's there. I'm trying to get these mods, and people have been kind of hanging out closer to me, so I was like, well, why not use it for this run? So anyways, we're going to kind of abuse will to rebuild, but for my purposes and trying to do what I want to do, I'm not going to complain about it too much. So just like other people out there, they don't like will to rebuild, but it's in the game, and you might as well take advantage of it when you can. So anyways, we're still backing up, and there's that Musashi again, and I'm just sitting here thinking, man, if we could just get him off the board. He's really a thorn in my side. I just I want to do something than just hang out here behind this island. But at the same time, we're doing really good at deterring any of those guys from pushing. As you can see, they're kind of slowing down their push. But at the same time, we flip B cap now, and A cap is still pretty much in their hands. It's still a pretty close game. I mean, they're just down one ship compared to us, but we just flipped a cap, and both these teams are really doing a good job doing what they should really be doing. So, anyways. Obviously, you can see here a couple of the battleships here at A. They're trying to push into us. They're trying to get over here. And we're just sitting here just trying to do everything we can to deter them. But that Musashi is a big problem for us. He's just sitting back there literally being that big artillery, keeping us from really doing anything. I was really surprised this battleship here in front of me, he went around the island like he did with that Musashi, and I believe he's going to get pretty much trashed. But this Bismarck is pretty much going to realize how much he's going to pay the price sitting broadside to me. I mean, look at that, chunks. I mean, just chunks. And he's not going to be in this game much longer if he continues doing that. So anyways, you can see there we got some torps inbound, and yep, there goes that Kansas. That Palmer got him. And like I said, I was surprised he kind of swung around the island like he did earlier. Now, if you notice on the mini map, and I was a little concerned, I see C flipping. Not much I can do about it now. But red team is doing everything they need to do, just like us, and it's keeping the game close. And look at there, that Bismarck just took another huge chunk. Obviously, he didn't learn the first time from when I hit him. And obviously, that New Jersey's trying to pop out. And all I'm trying to do is sit here and angle and do what I can to keep these guys' attention and stay alive, and hopefully bounce just about all their shells. So anyways, that Bismarck finally goes down, and we got a Harbin out there. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at him. Battleships are made to take out cruisers. Of course, I missed. He had turned out after I took the shot. At 14.5 kilometers, not too hard to dodge. But anyways, we're sitting here, and we've got a couple destroyers left. One of them is trying to go out there. But then I notice here the Musashi, and I'll give it up to our destroyer over here. He really did some work over here, and it was kind of awesome. And because that Musashi really just had to go away, he was just really ruining our chances to push. And I just finally went, you know what? That cruiser or that destroyer did his job. It's time to do my job. It's do or die. So I go out here and I'm like, okay. And I probably waited too long, but I was like, I'm gonna either kill this guy or he's gonna kill me. And yeah, he chunked me pretty good, but you know what? I took him out, and that right there probably turned the game, because now, we can actually push. Yeah, you can look at the score, but you know what? There's really a little over, 100-point difference, 119-point difference right there. And the game's still pretty tight. It's pretty close. Um, we got 3 battleships, and they got, a cruiser and a battleship. And
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I'm just hoping I can stay alive, because if I die, that's really gonna flip the points. So I'm just trying to do everything I can to hopefully take out this cruiser, which right there I got a high caliber, and I chunked him with 1 shell. Um, which is kind of, if you looked at the dispersion, the other ones went way to the right, and that one just happened to hit him. But I realized that if I die, um, yeah, it's really going to turn the tide, especially since they have 2 caps right now. And this Friesland, he's the one that flipped a cap over at sea. He's really trying hard to hopefully set me on fire and take me out. Luckily, like I said, I was using will to rebuild, and since me and this Palmer have been hanging out all game, we're like, okay, it's time to push. It's time to get this done. So, but like you can see, anybody's playing Kansas, or you can see here, it's just a slow boat. It just doesn't move very well. It doesn't maneuver very well. It doesn't stop or go very well. But I see, the Palmer and I've been hanging around with all game. He's starting to push. And luckily, he's going to go to the south of that island, or to my left, and I'm going to go to the north. And I'm like, we're going to go ahead and trap this guy.
Requesting assistance.
So the Ale, New Jersey, right there, he's going to sit there, and it looks like he's going to push back a little bit. But then he's going to realize that he's got somebody coming on him, and if he's smart, especially a Palmer, got torps and everything. Hopefully he's going to push out into me, so hopefully this plan works. But if you look at our points, there's only, there's only a 44-point difference. So this game is still really close. It's one of those awesome games that I like to see. I'm not happy about the number of battleships, but it's a close game, and red team, blue team, everybody's really doing their part, trying real hard to do. And this can turn at any point. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at this Friesland. Unfortunately, it was a little late, and it's not gonna do anything. But it's my shot right now, and obviously trying to take out the Friesland. But then I'm like, okay, well, I'm heading this way. Me and this Palmer, and we're starting to push this AL. The Friesland really is not that much of a threat. He can't really do much to us. So I'm just like, yeah, it's time to take out this New Jersey. It's time to finish this game. I mean, look at our points. We're only 14 points apart. 10 points, 11 points right there. And I'm like, okay, this Harbin's got to go. And this New Jersey's got to go. So luckily get a shot here, and I'm just like, okay, this New Jersey, it's a little risky trying to get my rear gun. He could have got me right there. But I'm like, well, I got will to rebuild. I got this destroyer, heads up to him. He's dropping torps. He's near me. He's giving me will to rebuild. I don't know if he did that on purpose, if he recognized, but those torps look like they're pretty much spot on, so I'm not worried about New Jersey anymore. And I'm going to try and take out this cruiser. So we take a shot, and it looks like those torps, they're on the money. They just took them out. Nice shot there by him, and boom, Citadel, and took out that cruiser. And now we've swung heavily in our favor. So anyways, this is pretty much a win. So we got a minute left in the match. There's only the Friesland that's left. Once again, hats off to both teams. Both teams did awesome in this match. It was fun to play, even though I don't like that back and forth behind islands, but it was a challenge, and I like the fact that it was a challenge. So hats off to both teams. Hats off to that Musashi player for positioning very well and kind of holding us back, and kind of making the game a little harder, along with everybody else on our team, and doing what they did to try and win the match. So that this is the type of game play I like to see in the game, and hopefully we'll see more of that. So anyways, I'm glad I'm getting closer to wrapping up these mods and finishing all this Battleship player, but I'll be doing a little bit more until it's done. So and not doing a whole lot of destroyer play and learning the cruisers. So we performed well this game. 156,554 damage, a dreadnought and a high cal, and 2,545 XP, so not too bad. And once again, hands off to that Z23, and both teams actually, they did a great job. So if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you enjoy what I'm doing, please subscribe, please share, and until next time, everybody have a good day, everybody have a good evening, and everyone take it easy. And we'll chat with you soon. Big Easy out.